Get ready with me to tell my dad that I'm pregnant. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you would know that I am indeed pregnant, and 2 days ago I told my girlfriend. Today we're telling my dad. I am so scared to tell my dad, which is why I'm telling him before I tell my mom, because I feel like if I tell the parent that I'm more scared to tell first and get that over and done with, then it'll be so much easier to tell the other one. With all honesty, I think my mom's going to be really supportive, and I think my dad's going to be very supportive. I just think they're both going to be a little bit confused because they don't know I have a girlfriend. So I think it's going to come as a bit of a shock to them, and I think I'm okay with that as long as I don't get, screamed at or anything. I'm good. It was pretty easy keeping the pregnancy from my girlfriend because we don't see each other that much, but I live with my family, so it's been really hard keeping it from them. So I don't know whether maybe they already suspect something, or although once I've told my dad, I still have my mom and my brother to tell, which is just 2 more people. I feel like I should tell my whole family together, but I'm kind of scared of what the outcome would be if I did that, so that's why I'm telling them all separately. I think if my parents are going to be upset about anything, they're just going to be upset that I kept my girlfriend a secret. I don't even know why I didn't tell my family I had a girlfriend. I just didn't, and I probably should have way sooner, because me and my girlfriend have been together a whole fucking month, so that's a long time to keep her a secret. My dad gets home from work in 9 fucking minutes. I've got to hurry this up. Okay, guys, I'm putting lipstick on because this is a really, really special occasion. And then I'm going to put some lip liner over the top. Now I'm going to spray my face with setting spray and then put on some lashes. I'm not putting mascara on because I know that if something goes wrong, there will be tears, and I don't want my face to have mascara down it. I'm also going to take out my hair roller when he gets home so my hair can be all nice and ready for me to tell him the news. Guys, he gets home in 3 minutes. This isn't a drill. Guys, he gets home in 1 minute. Oh my god. Okay, guys, he will literally be home literally any second now, so I gotta go. Love you guys so much. Wish me luck. I'm literally shaking. Bye.
Oh my gosh, who's Amy's online crush? I bet it's him. I bet it's him. Girls, stop bringing random dudes that I know online and mentioning them as my crush. Oh my gosh. I swear, you guys are embarrassing me so hard online right now. You guys are mentioning random people that I happen to know online and making them my online crush when in fact they're not. That is another level of embarrassing. And you guys might be wondering, Amy, what the H is this? Is this frosting? Is this ice cream? Well, this, in fact, my girls, is a face cleanser. And by the way, this face cleanser, look at this. So apparently this face cleanser doesn't need to be rinsed twice. It doesn't need double cleansing. It gets rid, look at how thick this is. It gets rid of all your foundation in one cleansing. I swear, playing this texture game with this dough-like face cleanser is just healing something inside of me. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Ha. Okay, now I'm going to massage more of it on my face because it just feels so great. Now that I feel like a monster, I'm going to go and wash all of it off and come back. Okay, now we're gonna put on some serum for my face. But anyways, guys, literally stop commenting random people's name on my feed trying to guess who my online crush is. It's literally embarrassing me so hard. I don't want people to have the wrong idea, you know? I don't want to come out as a creep. I saw some of y'all go through my following list trying to find out who that person is just by the initials I said. But listen, I said the full name, not just the first name. Ta-da! I am done with my skincare routine. Anyways, I don't think you guys will ever find out who my online crush is. You guys were all wrong, by the way. I mean, you guys could still do the detective thing and try to find out, but I mean, let me know. Let me know. Anyways, also, I want to know who your online crush is. So comment down below their initials. Anyways, bye girlies. It was fun renting with you. Mwah.
Story time. So I'm going to share a little bit of what it's like to be a meme. And I'm sure you can figure out what meme I'm talking about. Kim Kardashian. So every single year since I was born, I go to this carnival. The carnival was right around the time my audio was going extremely viral. And mind you, this carnival is kids. Like, it is children. Typical for people to come up, ask for pictures. But this public outing was a little different. So we're at the carnival, and I shit you not, every 10 minutes, I'm hearing Kim Kardashian said behind me by someone. People coming up to me, yelling Kim Kardashian in my face. People asking me if I can take Snapchat videos and say Kim Kardashian, and people coming up to me asking if their impression is good. Let me say, there's the people that are laughing with you, and then there's the people that are laughing at you. Personally, I don't think being a meme gives the go-ahead to bully people, right? Background information here. Cody's very protective of me. Dude doesn't even have the TikTok app. He's not on social media, but he sees what I go through with it, and he gets very protective, and I get it. So we're in line for a ride, and the people behind us, they're not just joking about the Kim Kardashian thing. They're like making fun of me and laughing at me and treating me like shit, basically. And a lot of times I say, Cody, just leave it alone. It's fine. Just leave it alone, like no biggie. It's the reality of when you put your life online, right? Shit like that comes with it. No, to Cody, this has been happening all night at the carnival, and he's like getting fed up, bro. These people just like will not stop. We're just basically facing our backs to them. Don't make eye contact, you know what I mean? This is what drove Cody over the edge, okay? He's just listening to this. He's like tolerating it, you know what I mean? And then these people decide to come up to us and ask for a picture. And the minute I knew they were coming over for a picture, I'm like looking at Cody and I like, no. I would say I'm an awkward individual. So I knew this shit was gonna be awkward as hell, bro. So they come up, they're like, hi, we would love a photo with you. And Cody's like, no. And I'm like, oh my God. No, even if they're fucking bullying the shit out of me, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So I'm like, sure. But Cody's like, no, I heard you guys fucking making fun of my fiance. You're not getting a fucking picture with her. And I'm just like, shit. Like, imagine how awkward, like, I don't know these people. They know who I am, but they're strangers to me. I'm like, this is so fucking awkward. But then Cody's like, you guys are assholes. You're literally making fun of Michaela, and now you're asking for a picture. And I'm just like, wow, this dude's really sticking out for me right now. I'm weak. I am so fucking weak, bro, that I'm like, all right, we'll take a picture. I feel bad. I shouldn't, but I do. Bless Cody's soul. Bless anyone who can just stick up for themselves, bro. I can't relate. This is why I go out in public a lot less. Moral of the story, don't go to carnivals. I kid. Moral of the story, don't become a meme. Yeah.
Come do my eyebrows with me while I tell you what my 14, almost 15-year-old daughter cannot do as a semi-strict parent. Also, I do want to say that there is reasons behind why she can't do certain things, but I'm not going to give you those reasons. You can just be mad at me. I don't care. So she's not allowed to have Roblox, and I know a lot of people, especially young kids, are going to be like, why can't she have Roblox? I just don't think Roblox is necessary. I don't think that... I've seen certain things on Roblox, okay? And I just don't agree with what I've seen on Roblox. So she cannot have Roblox. She's not allowed to have Snapchat or Instagram. She did have Instagram, but she got it taken away. Because for a very, very valid reason that she knows why and I know why. So no Snapchat, no Instagram. She does have TikTok because she monetizes off of TikTok and she is allowed to make her own money on there. And I want all my kids to be successful. And if they're able to monetize off, if they're able to monetize off something, then why not, you know? Although her TikTok is connected to my phone as well, I do not really go through her messages or anything. I just go into her TikTok to see her stats and how she's doing. But other than that, I don't really go through her messages. Unless I feel like she's being a little shady or suspicious or weird, I will. But usually I don't find anything, so... She's not allowed to have sleepovers. Like, she cannot go sleep over. And personally, I would rather much like to know the kids' parents before anyone sleeps over at my house. That's just personal preference. I get very overstimulated with my own kids, and I don't need more kids to be overstimulated with, you know? I also hate to be responsible for other people's kids. I don't know why, but it's just like, if something bad happens, like let's say they fall outside, I'm gonna be the one blamed for it because I was supposed to be watching them. She's not allowed to use public transportation. Sorry for the background noise. My baby's going wild with his toy. She's not allowed to use public transportation, meaning like if her friends are going on the bus or the train or whatever it is, she's not allowed to go. That's just, I don't want anything bad to happen. In our neighborhood lately, there's been like crazy things happening on public transportation. It's not that I don't trust her, it's just that I don't trust other people. She does have screen time on her phone, meaning like her phone locks at a certain time at night. And that is just to prevent her. She doesn't have a bedtime, but that's just for her to prevent her to not be on her phone all night, and she can get a good night's sleep. Before, she did have a longer time limit for like certain apps, but slowly I'm trying to be a little bit more lenient on that. I don't really like her going to anywhere if there's going to be a lot of boys. I understand that she has guy friends, but if there's a boy that like she's showed interest in, which she's pretty honest with me about that, then I probably will be like, you need to take your brother with you type thing. Because she does make money, I do make her be responsible for certain things, like pretty much everything in her room she has bought in pretty much on her own, other than like certain shoes, certain clothes, stuff like that. We still buy her stuff. But if it's something super expensive that she really wants, or like just not a necessity, like for instance, I'll give you an example. She wanted to rearrange her whole entire room, and to me that's a privilege. And she wanted to buy new dresser, new desk, new this, new that. She bought it all because I don't feel like I have the money for those type of things, especially when we're trying to focus on paying other things. So she paid for everything in her room that she wanted. She's not allowed to have a boyfriend until she can prove that she's mature enough, and she has not proven that yet. So hopefully after her quinceañera, her mindset will change a little bit. I know that she's had quote unquote boyfriends or friends that she's like admitted to me that she's like, you know, had a thing with or whatever. But I just don't like labels. I think labels allows kids to do other things that they should not be doing. She's not allowed to go out with her friends unless I know exactly where the heck she's going. I think that's just a given. The other day she did kind of irritate me because it takes 10 seconds to message your parents where you're going. And the other day was one of the very first times I actually let her go out. Like before, one of my rules was she cannot go out with her friends past the park, the little park that we have in our apartments, okay? I was very trustworthy of her and told her, yes, you can go to the pools with your friends. They said that they were going to go to the store. She ended up going to get something to eat rather than going to the store. The way that I found out was that she posted a TikTok, and it really upset me. Not more so mad, but very disappointed because I gave her my trust, and then you didn't take 10 seconds out of your day to let me know, hey, I'm going to go get something to eat. Like, you should be texting your parents where you guys are going at all times, because I would have, like, what if something happened to her and I would have thought she was at the store that she told me she was going, and I would have been like, oh, check the cameras there. But I would have no idea to check the cameras at the food place that they were at. So you guys see what I'm saying? Like, it takes 10 seconds to message your parents. Just message them. I don't care if you're going up the road. Message your parents. Say, I'm going up the road. I'm going here. I know it sounds annoying and seems annoying, but if something ever happens to you, at least we can have, you know, to keep track of where you're at if something happens. The last place you were seen. I know this is probably not like super bad, but I do try to make her order her own food at the restaurant because I think it teaches kids to be independent. She does get kind of like anxiety, but I think over the years of us making her order her own food, it has helped her be a little bit less, have a little bit less anxiety. So I know people are probably like, well, if she has anxiety, why would you make her do that? Because you need to get over your fears. Also, coming back to the restaurant thing, we also have this like rule for all of the kids, actually, not just her, that if you get soda, you don't get dessert because it's just too much freaking sugar. So usually the kids will opt for dessert and they will get water. I don't know if that seems way too much, but like that's just my opinion. Like they don't need to be all up on all that sugar. No, especially caffeine and sugar and then more sugar. No, thank you. If she chooses to stay home instead of going out with the family and we decide we're going to go get something to eat, I'm not bringing you anything back. You should have went as a family. I take family time seriously. And if you are choosing not to spend time with your family, then you can eat at home because there's food at home. If you have an attitude with me, that's an automatic removal of your phone. Like, why are you even having an attitude with me? I'm not even doing anything to you. You're just having an attitude. Sometimes, though, I do give her a chance and, like, let her explain why she's having an attitude. But if she can't explain why she's having an attitude, you're giving me your phone. Also, I do have a limit on snacks for the kids. And I know people are going to say that that's wrong. We should not restrict anything from our kids. That we should, my kitchen is freely, like, you can go in there and grab whatever snacks you want. No, we are responsible as parents for our kids' health. And kids these days want to eat nothing but hot Cheetos and chips and this and that and cookies, and we are responsible for our children's health. So if your child ends up getting diabetes because of eating too much or too much sugar or stuff like that, that is on us. That is on us because we're the ones that buy the food. We're the ones that, it's in our house. So yes, I do have a limit on certain things with snacks wise. Now, if they have their own money and they want to buy their own snacks, more power to them. More power to them. But when I buy snacks, they're literally gone in 2 days. 2 days. A whole box of chips is gone in 2 days. So, yeah, that's why I have slight restrictions on those. With that being said, I'm pretty sure there's a couple more things that might come up to mind later. But those are my main things for my daughter and for all my kids in general when they reach a certain age. I think after her quinceañera, things will be changing and she'll be able to have a little bit more trust and do a little bit more things. But until then, she needs to prove that she will get those things. So, yeah, those are my rules. All right, bye.